Well, you guys heard it run. It's running good. It's still not finished. I still have to do the wiring. I'm gonna end up using a 12 circuit harness from Speedway Motors. I still got to put the gauges. I still have to figure out how I'm gonna do the swinging pedal setup. I got to build some seat frames. I'm gonna end up using some CJ5 seats that I have, and I need to find a rear seat for this. But for the most part, it's completed. I ended up using a Griffin radiator. As you can see, it just clears the buckets here of the headlights. Maybe a quarter of an inch, maybe a little bit more. Electric fan. 2100 carburetor. I think it came out of a Mustang, probably like a 289 302 engine. I ended up using an adapter plate from Transadapt, and the power steering that we ended up using was from an 82 Buick Regal. We left it point setup still. Maybe later on we'll see if we could put a electronic ignition setup on it, but for now it's that would work. Another thing we want to do to it is once it's running and we've been driving it for a few months, we're end up gonna put a warm winch. Hopefully I could find one of those 8274, and I want to add the front section here, the roll cage, and across, and then secure it or tie it down to the frame. I still have to finish the steering setup here. Right now, as you can see, it's tack welded. I need to drill some holes and bolt it and then clean up those tacks. So this plate here, you want it to be removable, so if you ever need to go in there and start working on the steering or steering column, you could actually remove it. And this is the inside. I notched a little bit here on this I don't know what they call it, but this support here, and obviously the steering column goes all the way down to the frame, and then it has the old gearbox set up there. So we cut that off and took about 4, maybe 5 inches off of the column, and then we added this newer setup here for the steering, because we added power steering. But I was trying to make it one straight shot with the steering shaft, but it wouldn't work because I would hit the manifold, and if I put it in an angle, it would make the steering column look weird, or it was just awkward. It kind of wasn't an angle. So I just ended up using a universal joint here, and to be able to get a little bit more clearance, or the clearance I needed for the manifold. But turned out pretty good. The steering box, I believe it came off of a 86 CJ5. We still need to get a used spare tire for the spare, and we should be ready to, hopefully in the next week or two, be up and driving and running, and be able to start making adjustments on the brakes, on the clutch, on the engine, anything that might need to get fixed. Take care of that, and like I said, in a few months from now we'll go back to it and put the roll cage, put a winch, and maybe a few other things. But right now the priority is just to get it running and enjoy it for a while, and see what comes out, see what is not right, or see if we need to do any adjustments or anything to it to make it better. But so far so good. I hope you guys like the build. This is about 5 or 6 weeks of hitting it hard, 8 to 12 hour shifts out here, Like I said, I'm furloughed, so time I got and the money, well, I'm starting to run out of money here, but we still are keeping positive, and we have everything we need to finish it. Just got the battery box, got the ground cables from the engine to the body to the frame. I got the wiring already, I got the gauges, I got the seats. I just got to build some frames for the seats, and I think that's all we need. The pedals should be coming, should be here this week, and all my brake components should be here. We're gonna end up going with Willwood clutch, slave cylinder, and master cylinder clutch, and brake master cylinder, Willwood brand setup. Hopefully I could make it work. Hopefully it'll be nice and smooth. Oh, and by the way, we ended up picking this thing up here. 1950 CJ3A. It's been in the same family for over 40 years. Got a good deal on it. Wasn't looking for another flat fender, but this came up. It kind of fell in my lap, and we'll see what we do with it. The last time I ran was 1994, and the little flathead is right there. So I don't know if I'll go original on this or put something else on it, but it's all there. The floors are a little rusted, that's common, but the body is in good shape, and it's a good Arizona Jeep. So we'll see what happens with that one later. Thanks for watching, guys.